All right, let's talk about something you see every single day, but probably don't think twice about. The simple screw. I mean, we all know its main job, right? It fastens things. It joins pieces of wood, holds up our shelves, and keeps our furniture from falling apart. It's the glue of our physical world. But what if I told you that's just scratching the surface? That this little spiral is actually a master of disguise. It operates on scales you've probably never even imagined, from being an industrial powerhouse to a literal lifesaver in medicine. So the real question is, how on earth does this one simple machine do it all? Okay, let's start by scaling way up. We're leaving the toolbox behind and heading to the power plant, where the screw completely transforms from a simple fastener into a genuine force of nature. So get a load of this, the Archimedes screw turbine. This thing basically flips an ancient idea on its head. You see, instead of using the screw to lift water up, which is what Archimedes did 2,000 years ago, we let flowing water push the screw down. That spinning motion drives a generator, and voila, clean, efficient hydropower. It's such an elegant, modern twist on a classic invention. And this, right here, just shows you how incredibly versatile the screw's shape is. On the one hand, you have a design that gently lifts and moves water for irrigation or power. But on the other hand, you take that exact same helical shape, build it into a screw press, and it generates immense pressure, enough to squeeze oil from seeds. Two totally different jobs, one fundamental design. It's brilliant. And the list just keeps going. Twin screw compressors are a key part of hydrogen fuel cells. Special vacuum pumps that use screws create the super low pressure needed for making things like computer chips. And you know, almost every single plastic object in your life started its journey inside a single screw extruder. These machines are the unseen workhorses, the hidden engines of our modern world. All right, so from the absolutely massive scale of industry, we're now going to shrink things way, way down. We're talking about the most intimate scale imaginable, the human body itself. And in here, the screw isn't just a tool, it's a technology for healing. So when a bone breaks, the real challenge is holding the pieces perfectly still so they can fuse back together. The solution? A screw. Surgeons can insert a sterile, biocompatible screw right across the fracture. It pulls the bone fragments together, creating this incredibly stable structure that lets your body do its natural healing magic. And this same basic idea is used in some of the most delicate surgeries you can imagine, like spinal fusions. In this case, specialized pedicle screws act as these rock-solid anchor points. Surgeons place them right into the vertebrae, and then they can attach rods that straighten and stabilize the spine. I mean, it's a stunning piece of engineering that can completely change someone's life. And the innovation here is just mind-blowing. We're talking about screws made from biodegradable magnesium that just dissolve after the bone has healed. No need for a second surgery to remove them. We're also seeing screws with custom threads designed for a patient's specific bone density, and even screws that release medicine to prevent infection right at the site. The screw is literally becoming an active partner in healing. The screw is also an absolute hero in modern dentistry. So the main part of a dental implant, the fixture, is pretty much a specialized screw that fuses with your jawbone. But look at this chart. That tiny abutment screw makes up 20% of the whole structure. It's the critical piece that connects the final tooth, securing the entire implant. It's a marvel of microengineering working inside us every single day. Okay, so we've seen the screw as a giant machine and as a tiny medical device. But now we're going to take one last leap, this time into the world of pure abstraction. We're going to a place where the screw isn't an object at all, but a fundamental idea. And this brings us to something called screw theory. It sounds really complex, but it's a powerful tool in fields like robotics and biomechanics. And the core idea is surprisingly simple. It says that any complex motion, like your arm reaching out to grab a cup, can be boiled down to a single screw motion, a twist and a push happening at the same time, just like a real screw rotates and moves forward. It gives engineers this amazing universal language to describe any movement. And this isn't just theory. It has real-world applications. Check this out. This is a real research paper that uses screw theory to analyze the golf swing. By breaking down all the complex motions of the hips, the shoulders, and the arms into these mathematical screws, scientists can pinpoint exactly what makes an expert swing different from a novice's. The screw becomes a way to understand human skill itself. The concept is so powerful, it actually goes beyond science. In Henry James's classic story, The Turn of the Screw, the title is a perfect metaphor. It's all about the gradual, relentless tightening of psychological pressure and suspense. The screw becomes this symbol for building tension, one little turn at a time. Wow, so we've gone from the gigantic to the microscopic to the purely conceptual. Now it's time to bring it all back home and really appreciate how this one simple object completely redefines our world. I mean, just think about the journey we've been on. We started with the screw as a simple fastener, holding stuff together. Then we watched it grow into a powerful machine. Then it became a life-saving implant. And finally, it evolved into a profound mathematical concept that helps us describe movement itself. What an incredible arc for such a humble object. It's really amazing when you think about it. From just a simple spiral, this beautiful helix shape, we've gained the power to build our world, to heal our own bodies, and even to understand the very fabric of our reality. So the next time you see a screw, maybe you'll see a little more than just a fastener. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple, everyday objects are out there secretly running your world?